Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Has been a while, but here today that we talk. So yesterday Lumix released the Lumix L10 digital camera and it's beautiful. I think after the S9, this has been the camera that I loved the most because of like the aesthetic and everything. And this camera is amazing. It's beautiful. It's feature packed with photos and video specs. And there is one thing that I love about this camera that we're going to talk about pretty soon. But all of this, and I don't even have words for how much I actually loved it. Sorry if you hear some noise. It's because I have the boom here and they are doing some work in the building. And yeah. They're just pounding and pounding, and then when I get quiet, they stop pounding. Let's go straight into this video and talk about why I feel like this one is so important, especially because of how the future or the newer S9 Mark II could actually look like, the body, how the body could look like, right? But this camera came in 3 different colors. So black, silver, and then the beautiful titanium gold special edition, which I love. And it's so actually cool the way that the cap actually opens up and then close up when the lens comes in and comes out. So that is really beautiful and really amazing. And one of the things that I saw that people have been requesting so much on the S9, which why I love this L10, it's the viewfinder. We get a 2.36 million dots viewfinder, which is basically nothing really new. I think is the viewfinder that we are used to from the original S5, the GS6, and I believe the GS5 as well. So this is a viewfinder that we know, so it's good. It gets the job done. It's amazing to have it in such a compact camera. Then there is, of course, the live view toggle thing to select between the viewfinder or your screen, or to have them interchanging as well. Then this one is one of the things that gets me excited. The fact that it has now the toggle. So you can toggle between video, photo, and then S&Q mode. So this is amazing. Then you get the regular, LAT button, and then the AF on and off. And then basically the back, it's pretty much, the rest is pretty much like, the S9. The other really beautiful thing that they have added is that now there is a hot shoe. We don't have anymore the cold shoe that we have on the S9, but we have a hot shoe. So they have found a way to actually fit everything in. So that is really cool. There is one thing they have actually took away, which is the HDMI, the micro HDMI. It's kind of a weird decision where they went through, but it kind of makes sense as well, because this is kind of targeting the creators and photographers. So they don't really expect you, or you're not really expected to use this in a kind of really professional environment. So it kind of makes sense. But I hope that in the S9 Mark II, they will actually put it. But if they don't put it, it doesn't matter, because they have put in the newer USB-C where you can charge, you can tether from there, and you can use it as a webcam. And through that USB-C, you can use it to connect it to, the Lumix Flow, the Lumix Flow app. So you can literally have the live view connected through your phone, through there. So that is pretty cool and a pretty neat way if you really want to like change this. And now the sun decided to come out. We have not seen the sun the whole day, but now that I'm filming, the sun decides to come out. Amazing. But let's continue this. So that is something that is really cool, and I hope we are gonna see that on the S9 as well, the original S9. And then let's see what else they have done. Oh yeah, it's beautiful because now they have separated the compartment for the SD and the compartment for the battery. Now they are separated, so you are not gonna have that difficulty that you used to have when you have to, like, you know, put your fingers so deep into the compartment to take the card out when you needed it. So now you have this, and then it's pretty cool because now they have basically put the 3mm jack for mics with their own compartment, and then a USB-C in their own compartment. So they have moved the USB-C from the other side, because I think in the S9 that I'm filming on, yeah, we have it on the right side. They have moved all the attachment to behind the screen, so basically on the left side. For the S9 Mark II, it will be pretty interesting if they manage to kind of get all that, like, you know, the freeway combination kind of screen, you know, that the S9H has, or the newer models of the Lumix lineup of camera has. That will kind of be pretty neat and pretty cool and pretty unique, and it will help the camera to actually even stand out more compared to the whole competition. But that might make the camera a little bit more bulkier, but it would be cool to have that. Obviously in the S9 Mark II we might not get that extra, you know, diode, because this is a fixed lens, so you're gonna use, there is a trigger on the shutter button that helps you to kind of zoom in and zoom out, you know. So obviously that's not really a diode, so I don't know if you really consider it, but it's cool. It will be cool to, if they manage to fit an extra diode somewhere, so you can kind of map more things to diode. But hey, we can find workarounds around anything, so this is just a minor thing, it doesn't matter. But everything that they have been doing now, it's amazing. But there is this one thing that I'm so happy about, which is how they have done the back screen. What I mean is, like, the back screen compartment now has this part that kind of comes out compared to the S9, which I kind of complained about in the video where I'm talking about being able to attach, you know, this kind of modular fans so that you can help the camera to not overheat. So apparently, for what I see here, they have done a better space management, where now there is more space where you can actually attach this ventilation thing. Let me see if I can find it somewhere and show you. Yeah, so I'm talking about this, you know, this fan here. So you see it here. So this fan here can have, you know, a better space to be able to attach it properly, because as now I usually do it, it's not super safe with the S9, but because it doesn't, the back is not really designed properly to be able to fit something like this, because it's flat, where the, you know, the palm, you know, I understand, like, where the grip is, that space there where the screen accommodates is thin. It's like almost flat to the back of the screen, so there is not really any space where this part of this device here can actually have a grip on. So now, for what I've seen here, there is actually a grip where we can actually use something like that to combat or to fight the overheating. So that is something that I'm so excited about, and I really hope that the S9 Mark II is coming out, because it will be pretty amazing seeing what they have done with the L10 on what they can actually do with the S9. Obviously, the S9 will have to be maybe slightly bigger because it's full frame. They have to accommodate, you know, the whole system when it comes to the IBIS. This is a Micro Four Thirds, so they have more space to work with, while with the full frame you have less space, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't manage, I guess, to fit in the hot shoe, right? But if they maybe made this slightly bigger or somehow work around some things inside the body, they could give us all of this, right? All of this, but with a full frame mount. I can't wait. Panasonic has registered another camera, so I think now we have like 2 or 3 cameras registered who are still supposed to be coming out in the summer or before the end of the year. So these are pretty exciting times, especially this year. Lumix has come out and said it, that there are some exciting things coming. I don't think so. I don't think that the Lumix S9II Mark II is gonna come out this year, but that's probably me and my thoughts. But we might get pretty cool S9 Mark II though. They have been selling pretty well, the S9, for what I understood. So I don't know if they really want to eat that part, especially now that they released, I think, even the titanium gold for the S9 like a month ago. Yeah, but what do you think? What kind of things you would like to see on the S9 Mark II? And how excited are you to try out even the Lumix L10? Because I don't know why, but I'm so curious about this camera. I want to really see even more reviews on it, because it's able to do 4K 120. Like this small thing, it's able to do 4K 120. It's able to do 5.6K open gate, up to 60 frames per second, and all of this beauty, you know. So it's for sure a pretty feature pack device. And we know because it's Lumix, so there is no surprise there. But if this is what Lumix is able to do with the Micro Four Thirds, seeing what they have, because they threw everything at this one, I'm pretty excited for the future of Panasonic and Lumix. Panasonic Lumix, whatever. So, well, take good care of yourself, and hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care.